Chapter 1 Stormy Weather.
Chisholm Trail, Texas, 1876.
My grandfather used to say, "Isabel, people can learn a great deal from history." I've been studying cattle drives for 2 days now. All I've learned is how it feels to be soaking wet. I wish something interesting would happen.
Stampede!
My grandfather also used to say, "Be careful what you wish for. It just might come true." No time to program a destination into the wisp. I'll just jump through the portal blindly. Where's my exit? There, straight ahead. Wherever we end up, I just hope it isn't raining. Chapter 2 Out of the Frying Pan.
Great Wall of China, 1449.
Move faster, you dogs! I want to break through that wall before sundown!
What?
Huh?
We made it!
Ah! This is some kind of sorcery!
The question is, where am I? According to the wisp, I'm at the Great Wall of China. I must be at the beginning of the Tumu Crisis. If so, then these guys are the invading Mongol army. The Tumu Crisis of 1449 began when Zhu Qixin was the 6th emperor of China's Ming dynasty. Tired of being invaded by Mongolia, he led his soldiers into a great battle. However, the fight ended when the Mongols captured the emperor. Meanwhile, Zhu Qixin's brother Zhu Jiyu was named as the new emperor, but with the Chinese army defeated, how would China fight back?
The Ming Dynasty. The Ming Dynasty began ruling China in 1368. The dynasty was founded when the Han Chinese overthrew the Yuan dynasty. The Ming dynasty's government lasted 276 years. During that time, Chinese literature, art, and philosophy grew. The dynasty came to an end in 1644, when the Qing dynasty rose to power.
Zhu Jiyu's advisors recommended another kind of protection. For centuries, the Chinese had used walls to protect their cities and lands. These primitive walls were old and worn. They were incomplete and spread out across the northern Chinese border. But a new Great Wall made of brick and stone could keep out the Mongol raiders. This wall would be longer, taller, and stronger. Now, what to do with my Mongol friends?
You jumped out of the wall itself! Are you woman or witch? Either way, you cannot control us with your magic.
Control you with magic? We both know you are too powerful for such tricks. I'm here to offer you a gift in return for my safety. In my country, we have heard of the Mongols' horsemanship. Brave warrior, this horse is for you.
I will treasure this fine steed. You may return safely to your homeland.
That's my cue to leave. My next stop is the present. Chapter 3 Big Wall, Big Deal.
Great Wall of China, present day.
Finally, I'm back in my own time. I won't need my cowboy clothing to sightsee in China.
It says here the Great Wall stretches 5,500 miles, or 8,850 kilometers in length.
Eddie, isn't that fascinating?
Big wall, big deal.
Sounds like Eddie doesn't share in his parents' enthusiasm.
We're on the 𝕬𝕚𝕚𝕚. This part of the wall was built during the Ming dynasty. That's fascinating, Dad. During that time, more than 1 million soldiers guarded the Great Wall. Were they all as bored as I am? Think about it, Eddie. The Great Wall is so big, astronauts could see it from the moon.
Actually, That's a myth. The wall is large, but it can't be seen from the moon with the naked eye.
Other Great Wall myths. Myth: the bodies of builders are buried inside the Great Wall. Truth: historians believe angry Chinese peasants started this myth because they were forced to work on the wall. Myth: the Great Wall is one long wall with no breaks. Truth: the wall stops and starts in several places.
You're Dr. Isabel Soto. I've seen you on TV. Harold, take a picture of us. You don't mind, do you, Dr. Soto?
Of course not. Anything for a fan.
So, what's the big deal? If I want to see a wall, I can go to my room. I've got 4 of them.
Take a look at a video history of the Qin dynasty on the Wisp. Just don't touch any of the other buttons, okay?
What brings you to China, Dr. Soto?
Would you believe it had something to do with a cattle stampede?
Eddie? Now where has that boy gone?
Oh boy, I've got a pretty good idea.
Check the map. The Great Wall of China is the longest structure on Earth made by humans. It has several different sections. Depending on what part of China is visited, the wall may be either unbroken or in ruins. Vandals have damaged many parts of the wall. Other parts of the wall have been knocked down for new construction projects. People have even stolen bricks to build their own homes.
Chapter 4. Wall to Wall.
Great Wall of China, 221 BC.
What did I say about not touching the other buttons?
Sorry, Dr. Soto, but you've got to check this out. I had no idea the Great Wall started this way.
This is the era of Emperor Shi Huangdi. He decided to build a wall to keep raiders out of his empire. His wall linked sections of other walls built long before he became emperor. It would be a new wall, a mighty wall, a great wall.
The first royal emperor of China. Emperor Shi Huangdi founded the Qin dynasty and brought China together. Roads were built to connect the cities. A central government was put in place. The Chinese now used the same money, measures, and written language.
The emperor used forced labor to build the Great Wall. Some laborers were criminals, but most were peasants. The poor had no choice but to obey their leader.
Dr. Soto, this wall looks different from the one back in our time.
That's because the first wall was built with dirt and stones. Bamboo poles were tied together and used to hold the dirt and stones. Then workers used stone tools to pound the earth in place. Each part of the wall was built in layers. When a section was tall enough, the bamboo frames were moved to start the next piece.
Let's go take a look.
Get down from there.
There's nobody up here, Dr. Soto. Check this out. I'm building the Great Wall. This isn't so hard. Oh!
Eddie! Got you. Stick close. I'll open another portal. I'm taking you back to your parents. Come on, let's jump.
Great Wall of China, 1642.
Are we there yet?
No, the Wisp says we arrived around the end of the Ming Dynasty.
So put in the right date and let's try again.
It's not that simple. Something must be wrong with the Wisp. I hope it's not damaged. Hold on, soldiers are coming.
This is all my fault. What if we're stuck here?
Don't worry, I just need to reboot the Wisp and open another portal.
The wall looks so different now. Look at the size of that fort.
The Ming emperors built a more secure wall. Soldiers lived in watchtowers and forts built right into the wall. Even with 1 million soldiers stationed along the Great Wall, areas were left unprotected. That's why the Chinese used signal fires when enemies were spotted. The fires and their smoke could be seen for miles. Because the fires are lit, I think we've arrived in the middle of an attack.
That's not good, is it?
No, but the wisp is working again.
Cool!
We have just one problem. Our exit portal opened way down there.
Oh no! Can we make it?
Of course, all we...
Whoa!
Raiders must be using catapults to break through the wall. Remember, the first Great Wall was made of dirt and stones?
Don't tell me this wall is made of dirt too!
No, Eddie. No matter how well made, a dirt wall can't last for hundreds of years. The emperors of the Ming Dynasty wanted a longer and stronger Great Wall. Builders used dried bricks made of mud. Slabs of stone served as a base. Smaller stones were put on top of the wall to create a road. The middle of the wall was filled with dirt and large rocks. The only way to damage the wall now was through brute force.
I see what you mean.
Our exit is down there. All we have to do is reach the portal in one piece.
Lead on, Dr. Soto! Uh-oh! Company!
Did I mention another way attackers got past the Great Wall was by using ladders? It gets more dangerous the longer we stay.
You don't have to tell me twice!
Come on, Eddie. We need to get to the portal before it closes. Here goes! Chapter 5. An amazing achievement.
Great Wall of China, present day.
We made it! Edward James Elliot, your mother and I were worried sick.
I knew he would be safe with Dr. Soto watching him.
What's with the headgear?
Souvenir.
Are you all right, son? I'm fine, but the Great Wall of China is awesome! I never thought Eddie would be so excited about history. Thank you, Dr. Soto.
First-hand knowledge is what hooked him, not me. Eddie just needed to see with his own eyes what went into the building of the Great Wall. I think we can all be glad that one of the world's most amazing building achievements is still standing. Enjoy the rest of your stay in China, Eddie.
Don't worry, Dr. Soto. I will.